what goes better together than wine and travel? Welcome to MojoTravels, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 California wineries to visit. Are you a fan of our videos? Be sure to subscribe to MojoTravels and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos. For this list, we're looking at the most prolific, popular, and destination-worthy wineries and vineyards in the Golden State. Number 10. Raymond Vineyards. California has a number of popular wine regions, but there's perhaps none more well-known than the Napa Valley, which is where we're making our first stop. But let's just say that Raymond Vineyards isn't your typical winery. Wine baron Jean-Charles Boisset owns this operation, and he's gained a reputation for being quite the character. The decor of his establishment is sumptuous and over the top, ensuring that a tasting here will be unlike anything else you'll find in the area. Pet lovers in particular will want to visit Frenchie while in the area, a dog-friendly winery also owned by Boisset, which is playfully said to be run by Boisset's French bulldog, Frenchie. Number 9. Beringer Vineyards. We're sticking in the Napa Valley for this next pick, and visiting one of the most famous vineyards in the area, which also happens to be the oldest continually operating vineyard in the region. In fact, after Prohibition ended in the 1930s, Beringer was the first winery in the entire state to start offering tastings. At the heart of the property is the gorgeous and historic Rhine House, which was built in 1884. Doing a tasting in the hand-dug caves is truly an experience not to be missed. Number 8. Helwig Vineyards and Winery. Off the California coast in the state's Shenandoah Valley, you'll find a small pocket of vineyards that are definitely worth the trip. One of the most notable is Helwig Winery, which is designed in a modernist style that perfectly juxtaposes against the mountains surrounding it. The wines here are also quite affordable compared to some of the tastings on our list, so it's a good pick if you're on a bit of a budget. And if you happen to visit on a summer Friday, you could even be treated to one of the outdoor concerts they host on the site. Number 7. Presqu'ile Winery. If you're driving along the Central California coast, you'd be remiss to skip this beautiful winery. Presqu'ile, which translates to almost an island, is close enough to the ocean that you can glimpse the Pacific from the winery while you're visiting. Their space is impeccably designed, pairing both modern and rustic elements together. They're known for their Pinot Noir, so don't miss out on it, even if it's not your go-to variety. Not to mention, their tasting room was voted one of the 10 best in the country by USA Today in 2018. Number 6. Robert Mondavi Winery. When talking about the modern history of wine in America, it's hard to avoid mentioning the giant Robert Mondavi. You may already be familiar with the brand's most affordable line, Woodbridge, which is sold across the world, but it all started here in the Napa Valley. Whether you like reds or whites, there will be something for you here because they're known for both their Cabernet Sauvignon and their Fumé Blanc, which is their spin on the classic Sauvignon Blanc. It's also worth noting that they offer excellent food experiences on site as well. Number 5. Silver Oak Cellars. You may think that most vineyards produce grapes for a variety of different wines, but sometimes they do specialize in just one. The Silver Oak Winery in Oakville is dedicated entirely to Cabernet Sauvignon, but they do it so well, you won't find yourself looking for other options. In fact, it's so beloved, people camp out the night before the new vintages are released. For those who appreciate an eco-friendly business and design, you'll be interested to know that Silver Oak became the first winery in the world to receive the U.S. Green Building Council's LEED Platinum certification. Number 4. MacRostie Winery and Vineyards. Located in Sonoma's Russian River Valley, this award-winning winery is a must-visit. MacRostie Winery and Vineyards was named the best overall winery at the Best of Wine Country Awards in 2017, and also earned the honor of being called the best tasting room in Napa or Sonoma. They're known for both their Pinot Noir and Chardonnay, and it can all be sampled in their newly built estate house, which offers gorgeous spaces, both indoors and outdoors, where you can sip wine and enjoy the vistas that surround you. Number 3. Stag's Leap Wine Cellars. Established all the way back before the turn of the 20th century, Stag's Leap is one of the essential Napa Valley wineries that you just can't miss if you're in the area. Located on the Silverado Trail, in the slightly less touristy part of the valley, you'll be sure to get an authentic experience here. They're known for their Cabernet Sauvignon, and one of their winemakers claims that they're the vineyard that put the varietal on the map in Napa. If you're traveling on your honeymoon, you're in luck, because this was voted one of the most romantic wineries by Sonoma magazine. Number 2. Malibu Wines. Many of California's must-visit wine destinations are located in the northern part of the state, but even if you're in the LA area, you can find some truly excellent wine experiences. Case in point, Malibu Wines, which you may have already come across on social media. They've built up quite the reputation for themselves by pairing wines with wildlife on their unique wine safaris. Rather than offering wines they produce themselves, like many of the other entries on our list, they sell a variety of wines, made from their grapes from local producers in the Santa Monica Mountains region. They were hit hard by fire and animal welfare controversy in the terrible 2018 California wildfires, but are still going strong. Before we uncork our number 1 pick, here are some honorable mentions. Number 1. Duckhorn Vineyards. When visiting vineyards in California wine country, you can end up encountering many large-scale operations that don't offer a very personalized experience. If you want to feel like a member of the family, however, make sure to stop into the tasting room at Napa's Duckhorn Vineyards. As one of their own winemakers once said, quote, "We want you to come in and feel like you're tasting wine in your own living room." And they certainly managed to achieve the intended atmosphere. You'll find yourself wishing you could spend your whole trip there sipping their delicious Bordeaux varietal wines. Do you agree with our picks? Check out these other great clips from MojoTravels, and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.